My name is Wendy-Marie Martin, and I'm a director and a dramaturg. I chose to do the certificate because I felt like I had a hole in my resume in the directing area. I knew that I wanted to teach at higher education, and a lot of that includes directing. A lot of the job descriptions are looking for directing skills, and I didn't have that in my education. We do a lot of directing, actually. We have, each of us are responsible for a festival reading, a staged reading, and developing a script into the point where we get to this public sharing. We also have lab readings in between. We have overnight sensations, which is always fabulous. I love doing that. We have No Shame. We could direct every week if we wanted to for No Shame. And then in addition, we do outside projects that are class related. Overnight Sensations is this amazing 24-hour theater festival, I guess, almost. We have a Friday night at 8 o'clock. The playwrights and the directors and the casts all meet and choose each other, and they choose prompts, and you leave this reception with a playwright knowing who their director is, the director knowing who their cast is, and both the director and playwright knowing what prompts the playwright is going to use, but no play. So the play gets written afterwards overnight, and then you meet the next morning, and the director and playwright have about 2 hours to do development and rewrites, and then we meet with our actors at noon, and then at 8 o'clock that evening we perform the play. And it's a really fantastic weekend. I find this certificate incredibly helpful and useful. For me personally, I have my MFA in playwriting. I don't intend to get an MFA in directing, but I wanted these skills because I'm going to develop new work, and I know that's what I'm going to do with my life. And so I need to be able to communicate with playwrights and directors and all these people. So for me, that was my purpose in doing it, but I know a lot of people who aren't 100% sure what direction they want to go in, or they know that they want to do an MFA in directing, and they're looking for something to make their resume stand out in the application process. They're looking for something that allows them to be specific in the type of work they want to create, because directing new work is very different than directing established work. Yeah, there's no error in this certificate, so every class is truly useful and helpful. I really enjoyed the Viewpoints class that we took this year because I have my undergraduate degree in acting, but I don't act anymore, and it's very physical, and it's a physical expression that teaches you about spatial relationship. So as a director, it really opens up your mind as to how you could choose to stage scenes for your work, and what things you take into account as far as architecture and space and shape and all these things. That was incredibly helpful. Shannon Roberts' classes, both of them, the Design on a Dime class, I literally drew stick people before I got here, and now I have like these fully fleshed out costume designs with actual people drawn in it, and I made a model for a set that my director actually likes and wants to take with him, which was cool. Actually, one of my playwrights that I designed for too asked if he could use my design when he does the production in the fall. So that's just silly for me because I'm not a designer, but there you go. You get one class and you can be a designer. And the company creation class is amazing because Shannon tailors it to your specific goals. So I know that I want to launch a new works program and become a new work dramaturg, literary agent type position, and I'm leaving here with a full proposal that I can take to the theater where I work and present, and have the opportunity to perhaps do it there. And if it doesn't work there, I know what I need to do to get funding, to speak to potential investors based on that class. I believe that this program is perfect for working teachers on a high school level and on a college level. I know I personally am going to go back in the fall now and teach my theater history class at a different pay scale because of the credits that I have from the certificate. But also, new work development is happening in schools. It's happening in regional theaters. It's happening in community theaters. We have to support the future of American theater. And this certificate is going to teach you how to be a part of that movement and that development. So for me, it's for anybody who wants to further the development of American theater.